Can I come in? Look, there's that thing he carries. Good. I don't think he closed the door. He didn't close it. This Pampa has been with us since '94. You've had this car since '94, this Pampa. I'm leaving because this Pampa is a '92. This one is a '92, 1.8 runs on alcohol. And we are the second owners of it. We bought this car to use because I have a farm near Campos do Jordão. And we bought it to carry stuff there, to go to the farm and everything. And the car stayed in the family, it just stayed and stayed. So this Pampa I was talking about, we're the second owners of it. When I bought it, they told us because we have the farm with the Medeiros family, me and my two brothers, and we're very close. So everything is bought together there. There's a car collection there, and the farm is ours. It's the family's. We bought this Pampa. It's like new. We're the second owners. It had low mileage. Today it has 102,000 kilometers original, and we bought it to use this car, to drive it and carry heavy loads on the farm, to work on the farm, to work on the farm, to go to the farm. On the weekends, I even carried paving blocks, stones. I've carried a lot of loads. It worked without mercy, but with care, because we like cars and always take care of them, right? Without mercy, but with care, yes. And we kept driving it. Back then, we thought we would trade it for a newer car, a newer pickup for the farm. But we got attached to the car. The car is good, and it became a classic car. 92. Then later in 2022, it turned 30 years old. Got the black plate certification, added a black plate. Then it became a collector's car. Look at that. And now it's in the collection. Now it's a car that I only use. But I still go to the farm with it, just not carrying manure anymore, right? No. If I need to carry something, I line the bed. Really, I line it, everything. Yes, it has a few little flaws. Because of normal use, actually, the dashboard is cracked here. Because this car was just a problem. Not just this car, my cars, some of my cars. And in 2000, there was a flood, wow, and my garage was completely flooded. This car was 100% covered in water, really flooded. You managed to recover this car, including the Landau that we have there, which I'll show you, my Rural 2. You recovered everything. And like before, my brother had a car wash. So what we did in 2000, we took the whole car apart to wash everything. You were afraid of losing everything. Luiz, no. The day I arrived and saw the cars, it was New Year's Eve. What happened? I went to Guarujá to spend New Year's Eve there. And when it started raining, they called me. Itajuba is flooding, damn. The year changed and I rushed back with my brother and family. We left earlier than planned, and when we arrived, everything was rising. I said, there's nothing we can do now, we just have to wait for the water to go down. You saw the state it was in. When I arrived, it was completely flooded. What can you do, right? Can you imagine the situation, man? We'll try to recover the car. If it works, great. If not, we'll just declare it a total loss, right? But then we took the whole car apart. Not to mention that since I like cars, I work with cars. Now we do all our car maintenance at home ourselves. I work on it there and rarely take it anywhere else. The outside shop seriously does everything. You guys, most of you, I learned how to do it, and nowadays things are really easy. Because first, there are tools that are easy to get, and second, YouTube teaches you everything. Even when it comes to dripping oil, I check there to get some tips. Good, so we get everything. We follow everything. I took this whole car apart. I'm an engineer and electrician, and I took apart the electrical part of this car. I took apart the dashboard. I took everything apart, washed it all piece by piece, putting the car back together. Then we put the whole car back together, restored everything, restored it all. Then the car worked. So what happened? Since the car was underwater, the dashboard swelled, it dries out, and then it cracks from the heat. I see, but I didn't want to replace it yet. I even thought about changing this dashboard if needed. Then I said, no, I'll leave it because it's original. Good.
It's part of the car's history. It's still good, huh, Luiz? It didn't affect anything.
No, it didn't affect anything. The day after the water receded, we used a pump to remove the water and clear out the mud.
What a smell, mud.
The thick mud smelled strong and was soft. We washed everything.
We washed everything. After it dries?
It dries up, right? That's the issue. So my two brothers and I washed everything, including the cars, and now that it's clean, we'll do a thorough check.
Then clean it?
We took one and started cleaning, taking it apart, cleaning. The engine, I took off the cylinder head to wash it inside.
Washed everything?
We washed everything, then it worked. Look, the car is there, perfect. That's why I say nowadays that people who panic about cars are just being silly. Because if you have patience, you can fix it. Yeah, it's true. It can't stay underwater for too long, like 15 days or a week, but if it's just 1 or 2 days, you can recover it. Yeah, so it's possible to fix it. But it's intact, right? Beautiful, all original. And nowadays, the Pampa is a rare car because it's a car that was really beaten up. People didn't take care of it, right? They didn't really look after it, did they? It has a few little things like here, this fell off, it was parked, and then out of nowhere, this scratch showed up. I don't know how it happened. It just appeared out of nowhere, out of nowhere. I parked it on the street, and while we had it, something fell on it.
Yeah, imagine, the car is beautiful, Louise. There's nothing to say about that.
So we try to keep it like that, that's it.
Black plate already, look how cool.
And that's the hardest grill in the Corsair line. For us, it is.
Because nowadays, most of them already have the Del Rey grill, since this grill doesn't exist anymore. You can't find it to buy, no reproduction, there's no reproduction. And until 94, it came with this grill. In 95, they put the Del Rey grill.
What else?
Where's the key?
It started, we were chatting on the way. Louise, man, he has almost everything from Ford. Everything Ford released, he practically bought.
Because back then, to tell you the truth, why did my passion start with Ford? Because when I was a kid, my grandfather had a Galaxie 68. I spent all my time in that Galaxie, going out with my grandfather since I was his favorite and oldest son. The memories, right, Louise? So much so that after my grandfather passed away, the Galaxie stayed with my father, and I was 4 or 5 years old. I used to sleep inside the Galaxie. My father would go out partying with my mother, and I would sleep inside the Galaxie. My brother and I used to sleep inside the 68 Galaxie. The Galaxie was infinite blue. I even have a picture of that car.
Did you try to find it?
I already tried, but I couldn't find it. Did you find it? No, we didn't find it. We didn't find it. But then what happened is we found another 68, same configuration, but it's white. We bought a white one.
Look at that, beautiful. What is it?
That was the rural one, the second car.
It was the second car because that rural was my grandfather's. He bought it brand new. So the rural stayed in the garage for a long time, kept there. My grandfather used it, passed it down, and I learned to drive in that car in the rural, sparking my passion for the area. That's how much I love the Willys line. I even wrote a book about Willys. It's called Willys BR, so that's where this passion came from. Then Ford became part of our lives, right? Later, my father bought a Belina one. The little Belina, I used to drive it when I was about 17 or 18 years old. I drove the little Belina all the time. Then later the Belina 2, and that's how it went. That's how it was. That's where the passion for Ford cars started. Until later I ended up buying a Monza. I bought it back then. And today, even my daily driver is a Corolla, right? Did I leave Ford? No, it's a Corolla because the car is right there. But I also have an X-Fort that I drive every day, so we still have a passion for Ford. Even though people talk and drive, I like to drive. My grandfather had the DKV dealership here in Itajuba back in the 60s. My grandfather liked different things. Actually, the first car my grandfather had back when he got married was a 42 Mercury. He couldn't drive the Mercury from the end of the war, so it stayed in the garage, but he had his own 42 Mercury. Then when the DeSoto came out in 48, he bought a 48 DeSoto. I have a photo of the DeSoto saved somewhere. After that, he traded it for a 53 DeSoto. When the Simca Chambord came out, he bought a Simca Chambord. Look at that. This was in the 1960s and 67. When the Galaxie was released, my grandfather said he would buy one.
He went crazy, right?
He went crazy. He bought the Galaxie.
This changed everything, didn't it?
Then he bought a Galaxie, which was just like this one, but in infinite blue. And this one here is all original. See, look, honey.
Original?
All original. The only thing that was added later was the air conditioner because it didn't come with an air conditioner. But back then it was a period correct air conditioner. It was even installed at a dealership, the air conditioner in it.
This story was always here in Itajuba, always Itajuba.
Because I was born in Itajuba, I live here, my family is right next door, right here, you know. This building used to be my grandfather's house. This here was the backyard of the house.
Ah, look, now it turned into a garage. Yes, so what?
Later, after my grandfather passed away, my father also passed away. We sold the house. We had to sell it because of the inheritance. My father's brother wanted the house too, so the house was sold. But we kept this land here, right? So this land was turned into a garage since we like cars, and that's how we started collecting.
We're just using it for storage
Just for storage.
and also for maintenance, right?
Maintenance, since we have an elevator, compressor, tire inflator, and water pump.
You're handling the cars here all by yourself, right?
My brother and I, we love working on cars, and we're from the countryside.
Huh? Yeah.
No, the car is all original too. Perfect. This car here, my key over there. I got the key there. Yeah, I had to wait. Mine needs the key. I was able to show the inside. But this car here too. He wanted to buy a 4-door Del Rey. He wanted a 4-door that was gold. Then searching on the internet, we found it in Tres Pontas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I went there to get the car. I went there, drove it back, and there were a lot of little things to fix on it. Yeah, that's how it was. We barely touched the paint, only adding a few small details since we're detail-oriented. I like cars to be all original with all the original details.
So you like things original then, Louise?
While I like hot rods and want one, they're a different category. I believe if it's original, it must be 100% original.
If your son tries to lower it here, you won't like it.
This one won't go. If you look at my cars too, my cars,
I go after the little screws. Look, the guys like originality.
if I want a car, a lower Del Rey, I'll buy another one, right? Another one, and I'll lower the other one. But not this one. This one is meant to be original, and here it is. There's one here, it's even covered. But this one is a Galaxie. Look, it's unlimited, this one. My brother bought it not long ago.
Ah,
He didn't buy it just now. It's been about 5 years, actually more. No, 7 years, because this car...
Because this car has a story. It used to be
Here in Itajuba, it was from Itajuba. No, this car...
oh, did you guys bring it back?
This car was bought in Sao Paulo. It was from a branch over there in Sao Paulo. He got it brand new. Then he used to change cars every year. So he sold this car. A businessman from here in Itajuba bought this car almost new. He bought this car with 5,000 kilometers on it and drove it until it had a little over 20,000 kilometers. This was in the 1970s. And by coincidence, this car belonged to my godfather, this businessman. This businessman was my godfather. And I actually rode in this car when I was a child. Oh, it was with my godfather. I used to ride in it. Then this car disappeared. He sold the car and it disappeared. After these 20-something, 30 years, a guy calls me and says, hey, I know you like the Gallo. There's a guy in Virginia. I'm selling the Gallo for my dad. My father is already very old. The car has been kept in the garage for 30 years. It doesn't run and hasn't left the garage. But this car is a good car. When I got to the car, hold on.
Is it?
He said this car belonged to Itachimba. It was João Brito's. João Brito was my godfather. It's the car that was his. When I saw the car, I remembered it, and it still had just over 20,000 kilometers. So this car here,
this one is fully loaded with air conditioning, and it's a truck.
the automatic one.
Look over there.
In fact, it stands out for having a Ford-matic automatic transmission. Look, when it was time, he called, let's go, because Fling answered the phone. Another detail that I like is the key.
There is
That you need to have a key and...
locksmith.
This here is the original car key. The car with the little Ford keychain, the whole key is there. I don't like it when you get to a car that has 10 keys, a key for everything. When I bought this Del Rey, it had its original key but had been tampered with. I restored the original key, so now there's only one.
Of course, it went back to being that way.
And this Galaxie here, going back to the Galaxie, man, it's a reliable car. We had a meeting in Pochos de Caldas. We drove there with it.
We went with it.
We went with it. It's all original. There's no restoration.
Look at this.
I read about the cloning. Look over there.
The cloning, seriously. Look at the door panels they put over there on the 30,000 kilometers. Look at the clock working, listen to the little sound.
Wow, look, this car is...
Factory air conditioning, automatic. Automatic, a Landau 7.3, seriously, Luis Seto.
all original parts in the car.
Which car?
Here, actually, because it's air-cooled, it came with a sticker on the back that says air-cooled, and it still has it today, the original factory sticker. Look over there, it's even coming apart there. Look over there.
Wow, Luis, what a car, man.
You can see it's all original. Can you see the car's trunk is wonderful? Look, original lining. Look there, it's got the carpet on top here, but here it has its original lining. I thought the plastic was a bit basic for the Galaxie, especially for a car of this class. It also still has its original hubcaps, which are these here.
I
kept it because this one is very heavy, so we don't drive with it. We use the newer one. This one here is lighter. It's lighter. It doesn't have the core at events. When I get there, I take it off and put the original ones on and swap, put the original ones on.
You win prizes, right, Luis?
Because this original one here, it has something amazing.
What a wonderful car. What preservation?
There are some period Aladdins, but this one's original to the car, right? It's very heavy, as you can see. If you drive with it, aren't you worried about losing it and not finding another? Because it has the original acrylic center, and this one is from 76. It was copied, but to cut costs, they took out this big center part.
They made it simpler.
Right, simpler, right? And actually, this hubcap is from the American Mercury, which Ford reused. Oh, yeah. Some people don't know the story, but Mercury used this hubcap. Just like the Landau is from the Lincoln.
Yes.
And that one is from the Mercury.
It is. Wow, Luis, congratulations. This is on another level.
So this car here became our favorite because it's a solid car. It's hard to find a car like this.
This is pure collector's stuff. This right here, man.
Actually, I meant the car's carpet is still plastic in some areas.
Look.
It hasn't been restored, nothing like that. The only thing we did to it was touch up the paint a bit because it was stored for many years. It had some small scratches, that's all.
Some touch-ups.
Some touch-ups. Some corrections were made to the car, and the car is completely original.
Very beautiful, really, very beautiful.
It's all original stuff. Here it stays covered, and the car is beautiful. It's a beautiful car. It's nice to drive.
I can imagine.
We went to Post Caldas in it, went there and came back without any problems. And another thing, do you know how many kilometers per liter it did on the road? How many? 7 kilometers per liter? Some say a Landau gets 7 kilometers per liter. We filled the tank here and over there and it got 7 per liter. Go on. If you like new things, I have something new here too. There you go. This here is already a relic too.
PNX, look, 89. Look, Dad, my dad had one of these.
Had one of these here?
Look how crazy. Okay, nice, huh?
And it has 13,000 kilometers.
13,000 kilometers. I remember that motorcycle at home.
There it is, right? And my brother doesn't even like to ride it. Beautiful, all original. He only changed the tires because they dried out, and he managed to find tires with the original design. That's what's beautiful.
Really beautiful.
That's it. That's the charm. In fact, we got there with him.
That's cool?
Huh? The Galaxie crew was there. When I looked, people wanted to buy the car. I said, but why do you want to buy a Galaxie? This white Galaxie? There are plenty in Brazil. You find them a lot. Then the guy said, there are, but not automatic. Automatic ones you can count on your fingers, right? It was Fordomatic, and people, the automatics were Landau, almost all automatics, newer, but in that year there were few with air conditioning, and also the automatic truck. Then there's the Kadett, then there's the Galaxie. This one is a Galaxie too. Beautiful.
The Kadett too.
This is the Landau.
And the Landau, whose is it?
It's also Landau's. Wow.
Everything belongs to you guys, huh?
Everything here. Landau 77. It is too. It was basically just given a paint job because this car here belonged to the government. It was from this guy. He's from Guadatuba.
Oh, yeah. And are there any good workshops around here, Luis, for painting?
Yeah, for painting. There are places for painting. There are. Actually, I'm going to do a commercial for Bruno with D&C. D&C is the best restoration shop around here. Yeah, actually, he has a lot of clients from outside São Paulo and Rio, really, and his work is impeccable.
Is that what you're buying the most right now?
Well, our last purchase was that Belina over there.
The Belina is cool, right? The Belina?
It's just that I said, look, Belina guide,
It's a guide.
Look too, it's good too. There are still a few things to fix, but you can do it little by little.
But that's the cool part, right? To make it.
Because just buying something ready-made isn't fun. We like to work on it exactly, but it's original too. I got her key.
Ford guys here.
This one,
That Corsair 2 Ford here. Corsair 2 like Belina, Corsair Del Rey, Corsair 2.
so we have the whole lineup. Later, I'll even take you to my house. Where are the other cars we have there? Yeah, bye, but the Belina is there and it's all original too. Just saying, everything there, look. Fully equipped air conditioning, power steering. Cool, I'll bring this HT.
Another benefit for hair is the hubcaps.
The hubcaps are beautiful, right, man?
They're beautiful, so we don't lose them. We even put the famous Parker gas
Nut, man. Otherwise, you lose them.
because these hubcaps are, you can't find white hubcaps, you can't find the luggage rack, all that. It's all original.
Wow. Hey, Luis, congratulations, man. The Belina.
The Galaxie 68, the 77. The 77 was just replaced. It's swelling.
Replaced. Yeah.
It was worn out and hard to find before, but now it's available on the market. At that time, our solution was to keep the middle part.
And made.
Just the little core inside. Here, we put a black part there. Look, we even had the Landau emblem embroidered there, everything. Oh yeah, but now it has it. So we're thinking about buying the original fabric and putting the original back on it. It's open here. Look, it's automatic too. And this one has something different. It has a period accessory. This car has power windows. Look, only installed with Ford parts. Oh,
It's crazy.
the power window wasn't adapted. It was installed at the dealership because this was an executive's car.
This one has a 302 engine.
That's the 68, which he has because he bought it to replace the one my grandfather had, right?
Yes?
And it's all original here too. The only thing that's not original is the upholstery on the seat, which has already been redone. And I can't find the fabric for it now because in the United States they have the fabric. Yeah, but for now we can't get it here. Did you talk to him? He's not there. But I'll just summarize for you the story of the Kadett, okay? Because that Kadett of his isn't in good shape. That Kadett used to be his. Back when the car was being used in 99, right? Yeah, it's a 98 Kadett. 98 Kadett bought in 99. He was the second owner of the Kadett. The car was almost new. He drove it, used it a lot. Then later he traded it in, sold it. The other brother kept the car for a while, drove it a bit more and sold the car to someone outside the family. Then the car was gone after almost 20, 30 years with the car. He walked down the street, saw a Kadett for sale and realized it was his old car. He went there, looked at it, saw the car. The car was in good shape, so he bought it back, got it again, fixed it up, and now the car is in his garage. Is that right? Back to its origins, now it won't leave. Now he's the final owner, right? Now he's the final owner. Yeah, staying at home is complicated. I think it's complicated because here, staying home is hard. I don't go out. I just get in the car and stay here. Look, you keep the rest. I keep the rest here. There's a project underway here. This one is another one of ours too, right? Wow, that's cool, huh? Look. Wow, beautiful, huh? Be the 173rd. Be the one, right? This one has also been a car since new here in Itajuba. Oh yeah, always from here. I found the car there and bought it. It's already been repainted, but it's all complete. Let me take the cover off the back of it. Pull it there. There's even a little sticker here that was here. At the time I saw it. The dealership there, another one from Itauto, because Itauto at the time was the Ford dealership in Itajuba. Oh yeah, look at the photos there. That's crazy. There are the photos, a photo wall that I made. Oh, here is the infinite blue I mentioned from my grandfather. The rural is here, it's here, this one. It's not the last owner. The daughter is the only owner, besides being the last one here. Look, the rural when he was little, and here is the rural. This rural was completely green. But the paint was running out. There was no more paint at the time. This was in 82, the paint. It had the roof without paint. The green paint was running out. Oil was green, oil. Then I liked the blue and white, so I said I'd painted those colors from the catalog. It's beautiful, right? Back then. And it was done 30 years ago. This paint job was already done, so it's been blue and white longer than it was green. This one, let's say it's not the last owner. This one, he's the only owner. Because from grandfather to son, right, to father, it's going to stay in the family. It's going to stay in the family. It will. Today, I feel sorry for using it since future generations will own it. I don't want to wear out this tire because it can't be replaced. That's normal. It's her third set of tires. Yes, she has 80,000 kilometers. Look, and there are people who say, oh, but her interior is all fuzzy. Yeah, but she has the original covers underneath. Underneath this here is a cover, huh? She still has all her original upholstery, beige upholstery underneath, yeah. And everything works fine, huh? The little Corcel is nice here. The two-door Del Rey is here. The Del Rey is here. Del Rey GLX is here. It's here. This Del Rey GLX also has something different that few Del Reys have. It has an optional accessory from back in the day that few have. Air conditioning. Check it out. GLX with air conditioning. Open the hood. So it's all there. Only the upholstery was redone, but with the original fabric too. Look at that. So this one here is a fully loaded GLX. It's almost a Gaia with power steering. It just doesn't have the trim and finishing details of the Gaia. Yeah, the pre-molded roof. And there it is, the Del Rey. Beautiful, huh? This one looks great. I'm going to the meet with them. I'm heading back. This one is the car I use the most to go to events. Yeah, because it's a comfortable car to travel in. It has air conditioning, power steering. It's lively, fuel efficient, and it's ethanol too, right? It's much cheaper. The car is nice to drive. And there's a new project, my son here, which is the Porsche Spyder, that's going to be painted. Now, look how crazy it's assembled. It just needs to be painted. We put it together so we could get an idea of where everything goes. That's really crazy, man. It's all there and it looks beautiful.
Right?
Then you can customize it, right?
Yeah.
That's true. This one here has a 1,600 engine dual carburetor.
That looks really beautiful.
The guys here are very detail oriented.
Right?
So,
Even her customizations don't stray much from the original 550s, right? So the only thing we're not going to do differently is the color. It won't be.
yeah, it's going to be a bluish gray, almost silver. She has a new engine and one detail. I was the one who put this whole car together. I took the body, assembled everything, and now it has a new engine, 1,600, 1,600. Take off the steering wheel cover. So look. Just the interior parts remain, which we'll handle after painting.
This is going to look nice, huh?
It's going to look nice. Nice. And I assembled everything. The brakes, I did the mechanics because he bought the fiberglass.
Yeah.
It was just the fiberglass and chassis, nothing more. Then I started putting everything together, buying the engine, buying parts, and I was doing it here in this garage. Damn, I was assembling it in my spare time.
The guy really does it. Pulls off the cover. My God, that's crazy, man. Nice. Rural is awesome, huh? Look at that. Brand new. Take off the cover.
Take off her cover. Let me finish her front.
And the rural worked a lot.
Yeah, because like I said, this car was also from the farm, just like the Pampa went to the farm. The rural also went to the farm. She bought it to go to the farm, bought it brand new at the time. Back in 1967, it was acquired through the National Consortium, ILS at the time. It even has the warranty certificate. It still has its warranty certificate, the manual, and the spare key.
Another thing. The grill, people might say it's not original, but it was installed at the dealership.
Yeah, because the rural, this grill is from the 66 model. My grandfather liked this grill, so he said, I'm going to have it installed at the dealership. So it never ran with its original grill, which is that checkered one. He already took it off and put this one on, and I still have the original grill stored away. It even has its warranty certificate, right? Does it? And out of curiosity, the date on the warranty certificate is the same date my son was born. Oh my God, July 11th.
Look how crazy that is.
He was born on July 11th, the same day she left the dealership. But in different years, right?
There's also the Bonaleta in the corner.
Right? Yeah, there is. Look, and there's a CR3 over there that I mentioned, okay?
Ah, the one you mentioned, right?
This is the little project here.
There are two in front of him. Let me get them. I'll gather them too. Press it. To complete the Ford lineup, right? Is there a C3 here?
Oh, you're doing this one, right?
Paint it because the interior is crazy.
We're going to paint it, but without taking the car apart too.
Look, its interior is...
Ah, okay.
It used to be its interior, right?
A quick look inside.
Right?
Cool?
Yeah, all original too. Just do it.
It has all the accessories, all the sport trims.
Mechanically, it's 100%. You just need to do the paint job, which will be in line. Sunroof, everything. C3 first series of the C3.
Very good.
So you need to fix these sides and everything here to make the car perfect.
Make it perfect, right?
It's hard to find this car, right?
Yeah.
You just can't find it anymore. Everything is original. Taillights, headlights, all in excellent condition. Ford made a car with great potential.
It's expensive because it's not even from around here, so from brand new it is.
It was bought brand new, the rear bumper too.
All right, guys, that's it. Congratulations, really. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And so,
We try to keep a bit of automotive history alive, encouraging the new generations, right?
Getting people involved in things, right? That's it.
thanks. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Thanks.
Hold on, before we finish, tell everyone, if you want to follow us, we have our page there, Clássicos Redes.
What's it called? Clássicos Medeiros, Clássicos Medeiros, Clássicos Medeiros.
We have Instagram, and also our YouTube has been a bit inactive for a while because we make videos in our spare time. Official videos of our meetings, trucks, and vintage cars are posted there. Check them out.
Clássicos Medeiros, guys. Follow them on Instagram and YouTube. The guys here are really good with vintage cars in the south of Minas. Thanks.
Thanks.